So this is a question I get asked all the time, and honestly, people are usually a bit ashamed to ask it. But what we are talking about today is the different type of Instagram posts and how to use them. So the post we're going to talk about first off is the one that you would traditionally think of when you think of Instagram. It is your single photo posts. These are the posts that are easier to create, but they also seem to get less reach and less engagement. So what I would use this post for is a bit of filler content. Still content that you want to get out there, but stuff that you're not overly reliant on. I would be using this as really connection shots. So a customer being served by one of your staff members, even a nice photo of your store, or showing some product and a range that you have. Now we're going to talk about carousels. These are my favorite type of posts. They're the posts where you can swipe across up to 10 slides. They're really good for telling a story or for educating your audience. And as your audience is there swiping across, discovering what you've got on there, Instagram will class that as engagement. So they're really good to hook your audience in. The key to having a killer carousel is for that first slide to be really eye-catching and have a strong hook. Now we're talking about the big one, Instagram Reels. This is Instagram's response to TikTok. They're vertical videos that can be up to 90 seconds long. Now they're usually really fast-paced and have to have a really good hook in those first few seconds to get people's attention. Now these usually have a bit lower of a production value because they've got a lower lifespan, but where they're really good is discoverability. This is where Instagram is going to push your content to people who don't follow you. Now Reels are really good for entertaining, for storytelling, and for education, but it is really important to have that first few seconds really hooking your audience in so they watch the rest of the video. Instagram stories, what are they? These are the posts that you see at the top of the app that only last for 24 hours. Now this is a really good strength because it can create a sense of urgency. So you can talk about, we've only got 3 left in stock, come in now and get them. Or you can use it to really relate with your audience. You can ask questions, you can answer questions, you can hold polls, and you can do a lot of Q&A kind of stuff, which creates a real personal connection. Now we would say use stories as much as you can. Show what's happening real time and engage with your audience. You can't post too many stories. Now we're talking about the weird hybrid between single photo posts and Instagram Reels. This is Instagram videos. Now they can go up to an hour in length and can be any aspect ratio you want. So they can be portrait, they can be landscape, they can even be square. They've usually got a lot higher of a production value because of that length and are really good for those professional videos. So the how-to videos that are really quite in-depth, for showing off new products, and for even customer testimonies. Now the big difference between Instagram Reels and Instagram videos is that a video will really only get pushed to the people that already follow you, where an Instagram Reel is going to get pushed to people who don't follow you. So this is more about reinforcing your brand and less so much about getting new followers. Instagram Live. This is when you do a live video on Instagram. So it's a really good tool to engage with your audience. So you could be doing a Q&A on a topic. You could be even doing a walkthrough on the store, or you could be interviewing someone live. Now, Instagram loves this in the fact of they're going to push it to people that you follow, and they're going to sometimes send notifications out that you're going live. But it is still really important to announce that you're going live beforehand and to have a plan in your head of how it's going to go. Otherwise, it can get really messy really quickly. So that's all the different types of Instagram posts as of May 2025. With a healthy marketing strategy, I would suggest to have a mixture of all these types of posts, but I would also have a lower priority when I'm talking about single posts and Instagram Live. There's 2 really small but significant things that I want to talk about before I finish the video today. And that is, number 1, try and create your content in portrait. Why portrait? Because it takes up more space on the phone screen, so then it's more likely to get attention. And the second one is make sure the content you create is in fitting with the style and the image of your business. There's so many trends, so many styles out there, but if the content you're posting gets 1 million views, but is completely different to the audience that you're trying to sell to, you could actually be doing more harm to your business than good by posting that content. So I'm someone who's really visually driven. I love a really well-designed Instagram post. I love beautiful photography, and that really gets my attention on social media. But what are the type of posts that get your attention on social media? Is it those strong hooks? Is it bright, bold colors? Is it soft colors? Let me know in the comments, because I'm genuinely interested to have a perspective that isn't mine. But thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you could like, comment, if you could share, if you could do all that good stuff, I would really appreciate it. But I will see you in the next video.